afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. Though it is still March, this week marks the beginning of Child Abuse Prevention Month. I'm Shannon Moody with Kentucky Youth Advocates, and we are the backbone organization for the COSAIR Charities Face It movement. The COSAIR Charities Face It movement's goal is to end child abuse and neglect in the Commonwealth. We do that by working together with more than 100 Face It partner organizations to address preventable abuse and neglect in all 120 counties and in parts of Southern Indiana as well. Of course, Child Abuse Prevention Month is an issue every day and something all of us in the community must take action on every day, not just during April. There will be many opportunities throughout the month to learn and actively engage in child abuse prevention strategies. You'll hear more about that from our lovely colleague, Clarissa, and you will also hear more about that from our partners as far as what they're doing in regards to Child Abuse Prevention Month. Now we will hear from Ken Reese, Board Chair of COSAIR Charities.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today to help us kick off Child Abuse and Prevention Month in Kentucky. My name is Ken Reese. I currently serve as chairman of the board of COSAIR Charities. My mission is to familiarize you with Face It and what's going on in Kentucky. Currently, Kentucky is number 5 in the nation relative to child abuse. That's 1 kid in every 61. And as you will agree, 1 kid is too many relative to abuse. So it is our goal to prevent abuse and neglect, but keep in mind it takes all of us. Kentuckians are mandated to report suspected abuse and neglect. And for information on that or how to report, you have a space to go to. Go to faceabuse.org. That's FACEITABUSE.org. We currently have over 120 partners across Kentucky. And those partners help us promote best practices, they help us build awareness of the problem, and they help us advocate for policies in Frankfurt. During April, Face It will host events and trainings. Whether you are a parent, a grandparent, or a concerned neighbor, or just a good neighbor at large, you can be part of the Face It, or the face that ends child abuse. Please join us and invite others to join us in the fight against child abuse and neglect. We need your help. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. I'm Clarissa Mobley with Kentucky Youth Advocates, and I wanted to quickly remind you about a few things that you can do to follow along and stay informed during Child Abuse Prevention Month. We have several events planned, as well as ways to connect with other advocates. The overall theme for Child Abuse Prevention Month 2022 is prevention and healing, and that's what all of our following weekly themes will be centered around. So this week, we're kicking off the month by sharing ways that you can get involved in Child Abuse Prevention Month. Be sure to like and follow Face It on social media so you will never miss a post or virtual event that we're hosting. The week of April 4th focuses on setting appropriate expectations for you and your children that can set your family up for success. Having appropriate expectations based on your child's age and stage of development is critical in prevention efforts. During this week and throughout the month of April, Face It is also partnering with organizations across the state to host a series of positive parenting events. During these events, parents will have the opportunity to connect with one another, learn about child development stages, and interactive ways to connect with their children and more. The next week of April 11th is focused on knowing the signs of abuse and neglect. We all have a role in keeping kids safe. During this week on April 12th at 10 a.m., we'll have a Courageous Conversations virtual panel discussion that will focus on the components of reporting child maltreatment, when to engage, how to help navigate supports, and when reporting may still be necessary if you have concerns about child safety. The week of April 18th will focus on mindfulness and self-care. We'll be sharing ways that you can practice mindfulness and self-care in the midst of working, raising tiny humans, and managing your day-to-day lives. The last week of Child Abuse Prevention Month is focusing on celebrating, healing, and looking ahead. On April 28th at noon, we'll be hosting a Survivors Healing Journey virtual event. We will hear from survivors about their healing journey and ways to support survivors both individually and as a community. You can register for these events as well as many other partner hosted events on FACEIT's event page on our website. And also this year, FACEIT has added a new Child Abuse Prevention Month landing page to our website. It's where you can go, you can stay up to date with all of the events, find ways you can get involved, find free resources, and order free materials, and so many more things. You can access that by scanning the QR code on the bottom left corner of your screen. That'll take you directly to the webpage, where you can also, we link to our Child Abuse Prevention Month social media packet, which includes a document with sample text, along with many new images for the month. Please consider adding some of these posts to your social media rotation, because we can all take steps to ensure that every child can grow up happy, healthy, and hopeful. And finally, don't forget to follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and tag us to let us know what events you're attending and share our resources with your friends and your networks. Finally, enjoy this partner video from our FACEIT partners.
Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer Hancock, the President and CEO at Volunteers of America Mid-States, and I am so grateful for our organization to get to partner with the FACEIT movement. You know, we've been providing services across Kentucky for 125 years, and for 30 of those years, we've been providing a nationally recognized program called Freedom House for women who are pregnant and parenting and substance use disorder, where they can bring their kids into treatment and we can take care of the entire family. That work is enabled by our partnership with COSAIR Charities and in support of the FACEIT campaign. In fact, this year for Child Abuse Prevention Month, once again, our Freedom House mamas will put pinwheels in their front yard recognizing Child Abuse Prevention Month, and more importantly, through our partnership with the FACEIT campaign, they'll have an opportunity to receive evidence-based training on child abuse prevention. They are the future generation of moms who have an opportunity to help this important campaign be successful by reducing and eliminating child abuse and neglect. So I just can't say enough about our partnership. It is meaningful, it is making a difference across the Commonwealth, and we're just proud partners. So thank you so much.
My name is Dr. Melissa Curry with Norton Children's Pediatric Protection Specialists, affiliated with the University of Louisville School of Medicine. I partner with FACEIT to keep children safe and families strong by performing medical assessments for children who are suspected victims of physical abuse and neglect, educating community professionals about recognition and reporting of child maltreatment, and participating in the FACEIT Policy Committee, which promotes legislation that prioritizes child safety.
Hello, I'm Marissa Gavami, the founder as well as the executive and artistic director of Healing Tree, a proud FACEIT partner. Healing Tree stands for Healing Trauma, Resources, Education, and Entertainment. We advocate healing from abuse and trauma rather than coping with the symptoms in order to transform lives and ultimately society. So why do we do what we do? Well, we firmly believe, and thanks to the Adverse Childhood Experiences, or ACE study, we know that unhealed childhood trauma, or trauma at any age for that matter, can lead to some of the toughest problems our society faces. This ranges from mental illness, behavioral problems, addictions, domestic violence, crime, and suicide, all the way to physical illness. We firmly believe that if we deal with this root issue of trauma properly with brain-body-based treatment, this is what our society needs to truly heal from these problems that so many of our families individuals, and communities at large are faced with. So how do we do it? Well, our mission is three-pronged. We have resources such as our approved care network of vetted, brain-body-based, trauma-focused providers that we provide free connections to for our clients. We even help them search for providers that meet their unique needs, like being a therapist of color or a queer therapist, or somebody who takes sliding scale. We also provide EMDR therapy trainings to help therapists who otherwise the training would be cost prohibitive for and who serve marginalized populations be trained in the leading evidence-based trauma-focused treatment modality. And we produce and partner with relevant film, television, and theater projects in order to create the social change necessary for a healing movement. We hope you'll join us.
Hi, my name is Lee Folks, and I'm with the Family Enrichment Center in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We are proud to participate in Child Abuse Prevention Month because we believe that child abuse is 100% preventable. Our agency exists to empower families through support and education so that we can prevent child abuse by interrupting the cycle that seems to occur for generations. One of the best programs we have for this is our parent education program. This program helps families who have either lost custody of their children or are in danger of doing so. And we provide a nurturing parenting curriculum that helps them to see how they were raised and how they are repeating those behaviors with their own children. It is only then that they start to ask, how can I do better? How can I be a better parent than my parents were for me? One of our recent graduates came to us with a significant abuse history, and she had lost custody of her daughter. She participated in every class. She never missed a class at all. And at the end, after scoring a 9 out of 25 on her pretest, she scored a 25 out of 25. It is so gratifying to see the change that can occur in people's lives when they receive respect, support, education, and when they are empowered to make positive changes in their lives.
Hi, this is Nancy Parker with Lighthouse Academy at Newburgh. We are a free out-of-school time program serving kindergarten through 8th grade students in academic and social emotional learning. We are proud to be a FACEIT partner where we host events for our students, their families, our staff, and the entire community to spread awareness regarding child abuse. We are also very pleased that FACEIT is always willing to set up booths with giveaways at our many events.
My name is Allison Salyers and I'm a parent coach here at the Family Nurturing Center. This month we are so excited to be partnering with FACEIT in ending the cycle of child abuse. Here at the Family Nurturing Center we offer a variety of services that allow us to meet participants where they are. Through our partnership with FACEIT we have the opportunity to provide one-on-one parenting services. During these sessions we take participants through the nurturing parenting, trauma responsive, and care models. I'm so excited to work for an agency that allows me the opportunity to end the stigma around parenting services while providing access to resources in our communities. During the month of April, we'll be hosting a positive parenting event at one of our local elementary schools. Let's stand together. Thank you.
Family and Children's Place has been helping children and families in our community for nearly 140 years. We prevent child abuse, we stop it when it happens, and we help those children and families who are hurt to have the healing and recovery services that they need. We are proud to be a FACEIT partner. In fact, we've been a partner since FACEIT's inception all the way back to 2013. And despite unprecedented, overwhelming challenges due to the pandemic over the past 2 years, Family and Children's Place never stopped seeing children and families in person. In fact, just last year, we served nearly 4,000 children and their family members. We know that everyone can assure that children in our community are safe, happy, and healthy. And in fact, in Indiana and Kentucky, we are all required by law to report child abuse. In Kentucky, to do that, you can call 1-877-KYSAFE1 or 1-877-597-2331 to report suspected child abuse. And you never know, you may be saving a child's life.
I'm Corey Gdansky, Executive Director of Community Coordinated Childcare 4C. For more than 50 years, 4C has supported and enhanced childcare in our community. The work that we do through professional development, business support services, and advocacy keeps us closely connected to the majority of childcare providers in the area. These trusted relationships with childcare teachers and directors are the key component to our part of the Face It movement. They value the tools, training, and resources that we share with them as they work to best support the children and families they serve, with whom they have trusted relationships. The past 2 years living through a pandemic have been hard on all of us. Now, more than ever, our early childhood professionals need as many tools and resources as they can get to support young children and their families. We are so grateful to Face It for allowing us to provide strengthening families training that teaches early childhood educators how to provide well-rounded support to mitigate abuse and neglect. Easily accessible information on the Shared Services platform includes tools to recognize and report abuse, as well as articles and resources that aid them in approaching difficult conversations with families. The work of Face It is crucial for Kentucky's children and families, and we are honored to be a partner.
I'm Tia Lynn Scott, Executive Director of Critically Loved. We are a nonprofit that provides hope and guidance to families of critically and chronically ill children, and we are a proud partner of Face It. The reason that we love working with Face It is because we know special needs children are at a much higher risk of child abuse, and we want to do everything we can to provide families the tools to lower that risk. There are 2 areas of focus that we have in our work with Face It. One is to provide parents tips to lower their stress level. We know special needs parents stay at a higher level of stress, and we want to give them tools to be able to reduce that stress level within their home. The other is to provide signs of abuse on their child from other caregivers. We know this is also a very big challenge for families, and we want them to be well educated so they can catch any abuse at the very first signs of it. We are so thankful for Face It and the work they do to keep families safe.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Dutton, and I'm the Social Services Manager here at the Backside Learning Center, a nonprofit organization located on the backside of Churchill Downs Racetrack. The BLC is delighted to be a Face It partner agency, and we strongly believe that the work of child abuse prevention is absolutely critical in order to help protect our most vulnerable community members, our kids. As an MSW student with several years' experience supporting families navigating the social service and welfare system, I have unfortunately witnessed firsthand the devastating effects of child abuse and neglect. Community engagement is an essential part of helping to keep the young people in our community safe. If you're wondering how you can personally take action during April for Child Abuse Prevention Month, here's one simple way. Inform yourself about the mandatory reporting laws for child abuse and neglect in your state and spread the word. Kentucky is a mandatory reporting state. What does that mean? It means any person who suspects or knows of a child who is being abused or neglected must report it to your local law enforcement agency, the state police, or the child abuse hotline. Reporting suspected or confirmed child abuse or neglect is our collective obligation, so please share the information with your community. Spread the word that we all have an active role to play in keeping our kids safe. If you see something, say something. It could save a child's life.
Hey, good afternoon. Sonia Gray with Echo, and here I have my friend Brittany. Hi, Brittany.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
What do you know about Echo, or do you want me to share something with you about Echo?
Yes, I would.
Wonderful. So Echo, we are all about preventing child abuse. And so we go into the classrooms, just like in yours, and we teach you about the 5 safety rules and also about safe adults so that you can remain safe. So, do you know our 5 safety rules?
Yes.
Do you mind showing us?
Yes.
Okay.
No. What's up? Spot the red flag. Make your move. Talk up. No blame, no shame.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Brittany, I just want to let you know, the people that make this happen for us is Face It and Kentucky Youth Advocates. So what we want to do right now is that we just want to say a big thank you to them. You ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you!